Great.
Okay, hello.
Hello, good evening and welcome to everybody. Thank you very much for your time. And today we are going to present Vini Berta. This is a tiny and small winery I had the pleasure to visit 2 years ago. And today there is Xenia with us. We are going to have some small question for you, Xenia, so you can introduce better the winery. I have here in my office in front of me some of your wines, starting from the Barbera d'Asti, Belmont, Nizza Heritage Riserva, and then the 1842, a Barbera d'Asti Superiore, Collet Val Beccara. So my first question is just, if you can introduce us, you can talk us about the winery, when the project was born, and where are you exactly?
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for invitation. It's a big pleasure for us too to the first time to participate online wine tasting like this. And yes, I will start where we are. I have also sent you the map. Maybe you will public together with all materials. We speak about Italy, Piedmont, go to the Asti part of Piedmont, and we are from Nizza Monferrato. We situated in Hill San Michele. Hill San Michele is most historic place of Nizza, I can say, because here was a castle before 1000, was lived feudal. And in 1000 it was already destroyed by wars, different wars here. And in 1002 was founded Nizza Monferrato. A lot of historic books speak about that Nizza was founded by people from San Michele castle. And what about our family? We are very little winery, really, but with interesting and very historic, very long story winery. Why we are so very few people know about us now, but I think in the future we became more and more famous because actually we have 10 hectares only in our property. All works we do by ourselves with our family. We have not employers. All of our workers is family members. And my husband is winemaker, Berta Paolo. Maybe we will see him later. I'm a wife of Berta Paolo. My region is I'm Russian from St. Petersburg. And his family start to do wine and have vineyards already in 1842. Also before, just the documents who speak about vineyards and works is 1842 more description about all the things. In 1842 was first documents of insurance where speak about property of the family. It was vineyards Val Beccara. That was already owned by family, and in some other documents speaks about also big boats of the wine, vino nero they describe with higher quality wine. But we don't know what was inside. I think it's Barbera because vino nero, black wine, it's so strong color, can be only Barbera, I think. Interesting fact that family was always they was really winemakers in love with what they do, because they never think about the market, about the sales, the wine everywhere. They was very successful already in start of the century. A lot of Italians come to buy the wine from them. His father of the Paolo Franco always say that in the springtime he already sell all wines. there was enough famous speak by speaking, you know, to each other. And for example, last year we get one family who comes from Val d'Aosta to buy the wines that they have last letter from his grandfather that the wine you must to buy from Berta. And it was a big surprise for us that his sons arrived to find who is Berta. That was so important for the wine for his grandfather. And we really, really appreciate this relationship with our clients. And we're growing by speaking people. People who try our wines became in love with us. Okay. This is our, I think, trademark.
Yes. Thank you very much for the introduction. Could you please also tell me what are the professionals we are showing today the wines? There are many different people from Russia. We are all connected. Yeah. Do you want to please introduce me them?
Yeah, sure. We start from Pavel, I think, and Anna Popkova. They are journalists, important from Russia. They was first people who write about Italian wine. Okay. And actually, their website is product Vino Italiano. It's in the first page of research in Russian letters. What any wine that you find, Italian wine you want to find, you will find their website. It's very famous. Okay. And they have also project about tourism. You can read after in an article that you will write about also this project about tourism and gastronomic tourism. And I think also we ask some question them about market, about the opinion, and if you want to say something, I can translate from Russian to English. Если вы хотите что-то добавить, да, я могу вас перевести. Нужно себя представить, если хотите, да.
Okay, but it's perfect.
It's perfect, okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe later Rafael asks something.
Yes. Thank you. I will.
Yeah, okay. Next, I present Natalia. She's a sommelier, I think one of most important sommelier of Degustage Enoteca from Moscow. They have 3 shops, actually, I think. And Natalia, if you want to say something about your shops or about your experience.
Hear me?
Yeah, are you hear me?
I am, yes. And you?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. But,
just 2 words about yourself, yes, if you want to say, or the shops. Yeah.
Okay.
How long you situated in Moscow when you start, maybe?
I live in Moscow all my life, but in wine I spend my time 4 years.
Yes. And shops, how long they when you
only
open?
2 months, but I worked in other company. Caudal, maybe you know.
Yes. Yeah, it's famous too. Yeah. Degustage is a high level category of the wines. Yes, it's more up level of the wines. Okay. Yeah, it's not a low price. Yes, this is important. I think they have good selection of the wines. Yes. After we can speak with Grigory. He is sommelier in different restaurants in Moscow. You have an interesting experience. Grigory, what you can say about yourself? Present you.
Okay. I think I'm working with. Do you hear me? Yeah, everybody. It's okay. Yeah, wonderful. So I'm working in several restaurants now, and also my wine experience is almost 8 or 7 or 9 years. Also, I'm working as a wine teacher of Italian wine in another school, and others are other stuff. So, yeah, always learning.
Good.
You have also set, you say, diploma, yes? Set.
Yeah, I do have. Yeah. ACA diploma and also the WSG level 3.
Nice. Thank you very much. It's a really
Yeah,
pleasure for me to meet you, all of you. And nothing. I have, I think, the only one now today to have also the wines in front of me.
Yeah, we lost Ksenia only. I cannot see Ksenia. If you can check, where is she?
There is someone.
Ksenia Yermolaeva, yes. She was, I don't know, where is it?
Okay, we can admit her when she's coming in. So
yeah, okay.
Don't worry. And nice introduction. Thank you very much, Ksenia. My idea was also to taste quickly the wines in front of me, and then I will write some notes. First of all, when I, when I saw and visited for the first time the winery, what I really liked is the sense of to be a family. What actually the wine is for an Italian people, I think also around the world. So there were really a good feeling, a good vibes. And I'm sure that also in this new vintage with Belmont, I am going to see the same, no? About the purity of the fruit, about the precision, but also about your soul. What can you tell me about Nizza in particular way? Before the Belmont, I want to ask you about Nizza, because in the last 2-3 years, it's going really strong, the communication of the area. It's much more interesting also for other countries outside Italy. Why is so special?
Yeah, I think this arrived historical because what we can say about Nizza, that here place for Barbera, we can say, okay, Nizza is Barbera 100%, first of all. And here people very gorgeous about these grapes. If you speak with them, you say me also when you was here that it's very strange, and also other journalists tell me that when you speak with Franco or with Paolo, they speak about Barbera like the only one wine that they get. It's I don't know, it's something I say they are barbarist. They love these grapes, and I think it's a century love. Because also some historic documents speak about that here before 500 was a lot of Nebbiolo, but people was cautioned to understand to put here Barbera because it was something special because of the, I don't know, terroir, soil or exposition, something in the area, but they decide to put on Barbera the best quality. Okay. And the Nizza was the only consequence of this century works, okay? Nizza was born 2016, first bottles was arriving, that first vintage is 2014. Okay. And you can make it only from exactly described area is 18 communes of Nizza, that all around Nizza Monferrato. Nizza named Nizza Diocesi because of Nizza Monferrato, and is 100% of Barbera, is Sud exposition. Now they also change disciplinario because of they make more large of exposition.
They extended.
Yes, yes, it's yes.
How much is big now in percentage?
Percentage always 70% from 1 hectare you can produce.
Perfect.
But yes, but they became more larger exposition. Okay. If before was only Sud, now it's go only Este, Ovest, and maybe also Nord, I don't know, but is a more large angle of the exposition, yes. Now. Okay. And it must be 1 year in wood and 1 year in the bottle. Is like rules, and much more restriction for Nizza Reserva that we taste today. That is 2 years in the wood and 1 year
in the bottle.
Yeah, okay. And Yeah, characteristic is soil and the highest exposition of the vineyards. Yes, of course. We are situated on the hill, top of the hill of San Michele. We are in like head. And because it's a historical place, very historical and very difficult to buy soil here because neighbors there's big problems between them. They want to buy, other want to buy. It's very difficult. We buy meters by meters, all pieces.
And not hectares by hectares.
Yes, not exist.
So we are going to taste only Barbera, 100%. In the Barbera d'Asti Belmont, there is something more, or is just 100% Barbera?
Yeah, it's start wine. Okay, it's first level of the Barbera that we produce. We have 5 different Barberas here in our portfolio. This is Belmont. You can see label that is Berta mean magpie. Magpie is a bird that you find a lot of here in Piedmont, black and white bird. And Berta means this bee and the head of the, that's why this is our description of the logo. And Belmont is name of the castle that was destroyed in 1000, okay? That's why the first our Barbera we mean Belmont because of the castle. Yeah. And this Barbera particularly because it's blend of 3 different vineyards. After you can search in a map that you can see that we have also, if we have all vineyards here in San Michele, here soil is changed, okay, from one place to another one. Belmont is blend of soil, black white soil and red soil. White soil that is one part is Brico, one part is Glauda, one part is Ceruta, is a different name of the vineyards. They have a white soil that give minerality, give elegant and good aromatic wines, very fruity wines, okay? And if we speak about red soil, it's very good for aged wine, full body, high alcohol, very good structure. And all together, they works wonderful for young wines. And also young wines have very long life also in the bottle. This wine we can drink after also 10 years, very easy.
Is this one only made in stainless?
Yes, only steel, yes. Sometimes one part can do manolatica in wood. It can be, but depending of the year, because usually our Barberas is up to 14 alcohol degrees. And sometimes we have problem with manolatica, but we always do it. Very long maturation, 20 days and more. And that's why sometimes some vineyards do manolatica in wood, but it's only 1-2 months. You cannot feel it.
I'm going to taste it, Xenia.
Yeah.
I think one of the best Belmont I ever tasted. It's really silky when you go in your mouth. Doesn't seem that it's just about stainless because it's really creamy. It's really harmonic from the beginning. The freshness is really well balanced, and it's one of the most pure I had, to be honest. It's really precise. There is just fruit.
Thank you very much. Yes, this is very important for us. Yeah.
Congratulations. Yes, well done, well done. And Xenia, so if we move also now in the Heritage Riserva, you can tell me something about, because I would like also to ask some question later to our guests.
Sure.
Heritage Riserva, this in 2017. Today I went out with a report. 2017 was not really easy vintage, but it's fresher of what I was thinking. From the end of August and in September, the climate changed, and in the how do you say, the medium temperature day by day, they were cooler, really cooler, more than 15, 16, 18 and 19. So it was a dry season. Yes, we can tell this. Actually, there was not really a lot of rain, but wine are showing really well.
Yeah. I can say that first of all, in our place in San Michele, we have 5 degrees different from temperature in our area. Okay, different. When it's warm, we have more fresh. When it's hot, no, when it's cold, it's more hot here. We have our microclimate here for the grapes, and we was very successful. Yes, last 2-3 years because of big change between temperature night and day. Okay, it was very hot in the day during harvest also, and was very cold, very fresh in the night. And this balance give a good good aromat and freshness of the grapes that we produce after in the wine. Okay.
This is much more darker in color. It's more full body. It's really strong in the nose with a lots of good aromas. And then it's really strong when you go in your mouth. So it's a little bit more focused, more powerful. It's muscular. It's really well done also, Ksenia, to be honest. And
sure. This is also
work.
old vineyards. Is from 45 to 90 years old. We have still vineyards that is 90 years old.
Wow.
And also is long maturation or with skin, and aged in old barrels of acacia chestnuts, give particularly tonalità tones to the notes.
Let's see.
Yes. And yes, some balsamic maybe also notes, some with.
It is like that. Yeah, it reminds me some mint, peppermint, eucalypto leaves.
Nice. Yes. And here in the bottle we use the original documents of 1842. You can see particularly of the middle age of our grapes of Barbera is 30 years old.
Okay. Do you always produce the Heritage Riserva or
not? Not every year. Yeah,
not every year.
Only some special years. Yes. Okay. We done 15 and 17. Yes. 16 we doesn't done. Yeah.
Really impressive.
Yeah. I will come here, also, Paolo.
Please, Paolo. Yes, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah.
Ciao, Paolo. How are you?
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
We have a lot of works before the Christmas, and yes.
I can imagine. No?
Always in the winery.
How busy you are. Thank you to be here with us. I just tasted the Heritage Riserva, and I think today, after the Belmont also 19, I'm feeling something changed. I mean, there is more precision in both the wines, and they are showing really well now. I'm glad to taste it. Yeah, I'm really glad to taste it.
We are growing for everything, for quality. It's first year also that we are in the Gambero Rosso guide also, I can say.
Good. Ksenia, so moving now from Heritage,
yes.
Do you have also the 1842?
Yes. Superiore.
If you have it with you and you want to spend some words about it, this change in denomination because it's Barbera d'Asti Superiore, label, and not Riserva. What can you tell me about?
Yeah, this is vineyards from Valbicara, this famous vineyards that we get from 1842. That's of the name. That's why the name. The little part of vineyards named Zizula, that is 45 years old, is a mix of soil, red and white soil, and that's why this wine have elegant notes and also full bodies, very full body wines. And we aged it 1 year in wood, in big barrels, and in 6 months in barrique. Yes. It's give a little more sweetness. Barrique give much more sweetness, and big barrels give more balsamic notes and what you can say.
No, I agree. I'm listening you, and I agree with of what you say. What is really interesting for me today is tasting the same, more or less, a nice Barbera, but in 3 different vintages. So 19, I
different
think,
also vineyards.
and vineyards, of course, yes. But you can really feel the touch of the different vineyards and vintages. The Belmont, it's so it shows so much drinkability from the beginning. The other one, it's a little bit the Heritage Reserva, a little bit more fat and muscular. And here, the 1842, it seems more or less to be just in the middle between the 2 labels, with a good balance of all the factors. It seems less, I don't want to say less heavy, but a little bit less, more medium body and not full body.
Yeah.
But so well combined that I really like it, the texture and the polyphenolic part.
Thank you.
It's kind of sweet, but sweet in a good sense. There is no residual sugar residual, but it's about the quality of the tannins, the quality of all the polyphenolic. Really.
Yeah. Sure.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's why we've done a lot of different Barberas, because we also keep in mind different consumers. For example,
exactly.
I'm more Russian consumer. Okay, I have my palate is different from Paolo palate, Italian, no?
Yes.
And that's for example is depending if you drink every day with food alone or with different dishes. All this wine combined with different things. That's why Belmont, for example, is very gastronomic wine. We always say this very combined with all type of the food, also fish. We collaborate with some Japanese sommelier, for example, who speak that this Barbera is very good with fresh fish, with baked fish, and different experience. For example, some wines we have also Evolution. You will taste later. That is this very young label. It was our project together with Paolo, with my arrival in 2016, that we create for young people, for bars, very drinkable, but you can drink alone. This wine is not maybe so good with food or different,
more
different.
friendly, dynamic style, maybe for aperitif. Why not?
Sure.
Good idea, because they are completely different expressions. So I think you can really make different wines with different vineyards in different vintages. Really interesting, the project.
Thank you. We are barbarists.
Xenia, if you agree with me, I would like to ask something to our guests today.
Sure, because they are
going to
can we start with Grigori? Yes, maybe, because he must go to work now.
Oh yes, Gregory will be the first.
Grigori, we do first and after.
I'm trying to unmute our guest.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm already unmute. Yeah,
okay.
Gregory, thank you very much. I wanted to ask you, what is the perception of Italian wines in Moscow?
So actually, Italian wines are really popular in Moscow, and especially, I think it's from all over the country, but especially in Moscow and St. Petersburg, it's quite famous and also quite important in restaurants, especially the northern regions, and Tuscany wines, of course. So the Piedmont wines, Alta Adige, Trentino, Friuli, Tuscany, I think some kind of Campanian wines, and some Sicilian and Sardinian wines are quite famous and also quite popular.
And about the, let's say, the kind of wines, what is your perception? What the people likes more about big and opulent wines, or they are looking also for elegance and finesse?
I think everybody is looking for something that they do like most, but in general, I think that the Russian taste is still still searching some kind of fruities, some kind of powerful wines. It's like I don't think I think it's like Amarone style wines, or maybe some Tuscany wines like Chianti or Brunello other style. But also I see lots of customers who really ask for elegance. For example, for Barolo wines, for Barbaresco, for Etna wines, and still quite popular. Actually, it depends on the palate, and also depends on the price of the wine.
Cool, right. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
also it's also interesting, you know, to understand maybe that the communication is making its part. So I mean, if we are talking well and it's going strong outside Italy, the phenomenon of Etna, it's arriving there. So do you want to taste because you want to understand? The same it's with Nizza now, or other specific area.
Yeah, especially for Etna wines, for example, like in my restaurants, also like 3 or 5 wines from Etna, and red and whites, of course. If you're talking about the Nizza wines, it's still not so how to say, it's not so much in on market, so we still don't have so much Barbares from Nizza, but we do have like Barbera d'Asti wines.
You have it already. A good quote.
Yes, but it's still not so much.
So there is still a lot to do. I mean, to bring there
Yes.
maybe good wines. Okay. And did you know already the wines from Berta Winery?
Yes, I did try them like in last year.
Okay.
Last year, yeah. You still muted, so never mind.
Yeah, yes, yeah, no. we are waiting new arriving, the new vintage. Yes, we are out of the stock now. Yeah.
Gregory, thank you very much. We know you are busy because you need to go to the game.
I have to work. I'm still in restaurant, so I have plenty of people to come.
We really appreciate your time here today with us.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a nice afternoon. Bye.
Yeah.
That was really interesting. I'm glad also to have made this question to Gregory. We can also listen something more from Anna.
Okay. If you want to speak in Italian also.
Sì, io preferisco italiano, se va bene.
Sì, vai, poi dopo faccio io un po' Anna, io invece ti volevo chiedere, da quanto tempo voi fate comunicazione principalmente nel mondo del vino italiano e la portate a Mosca, in Russia?
Abbiamo il nostro sito circa 8 anni e quindi questo tempo parliamo dei vini, scriviamo, anche viaggiamo tanto in Italia e quindi facciamo tutte le promozioni.
Bello.
Voglio dire che secondo le nostre statistiche i vini toscani sono più cercati e dopo seguono i vini piemontesi. Poi anche Barbera come il vitigno è molto popolare. Perché secondo le nostre statistiche il primo è Pinot Grigio, dopo Primitivo e dopo Barbera.
Wow.
Quindi puoi ripetere, Anna, scusami per favore. Questo. Mi sono perso, me lo puoi ripetere? Quali sono secondo la vostra statistica i vitigni?
Il primo Pinot Grigio, ovviamente, dopo Primitivo, dopo Barbera.
Ok, caspita. Barbera, poi vabbè, sai, c'è Barbera d'Asti, Barbera d'Alba.
Sì, certo, c'è tanta differenza. Comunque la gente conosce Barbera e quindi è già una cosa buona.
Sì, e poi sicuramente, ecco, grazie a voi si può anche andare a spiegare meglio la differenza tra una Barbera d'Alba e una Barbera.
Dopo spieghiamo che c'è Barbera d'Asti, Barbera d'Alba e Barbera Nizza che è il top. Quindi...
Benissimo, e ti volevo chiedere quanto è importante per voi, diciamo, in Russia, no? Il trade russo, i sommelier,